a lovely little common carp. Look at that, lovely. On the pellet, on the feeder. Let's pop him back and get a few more, shall we? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm in Bishops Stortford on a local park lake. It's next to a housing estate. I'll put the name of the lake because I actually can't remember what it's called. I think it's like Stortford Angling, East Stortford Angling or something. It's a little day ticket lake. I fished it many years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago now, and I'm led to believe there's lots of little carp in here, a few tench, loads of silvers, yeah, and it's just left to its own devices really. Nice platforms, really nice setup, and it's a £6 day ticket. So I thought, why not? I'm swinging past the area, let's pull in and see if we can have a good day's fishing. Oh, and make sure you stick around to watch this whole video, because at some point through this video I'm going to tell you how you can win a £50 Angling Direct voucher. Right, so I'm actually just fishing. Here's the platform, and I am literally maybe 2 rod lengths out, just around here, right where the lilies are, these reeds are. My idea is that there could, because I know there's some tension here. I've been told there's some tension here. Now I know they love reeds, so they could be, you know, feeling safe in all these. I've put a load of pellets out just here, with some sweet corn and some ground bait. So hopefully we get them feeding. I'm probably going to catch a few carp in the process, maybe a couple of silvers, but you know, it is what it is, and you just got to give it a go, haven't you? Oh, we're in. That was a good take. Is that a... don't actually know what that is. Is that a little carp? Let's have a look. That was a proper take. He proper stormed off with that. Yeah, it's a little that is a little carp, isn't it? A little F1. It's got a bit of like roach look to it, but look at that. Perfect specimen. Well, I say specimen, perfect little fish. It'll grow up to be a beast, hopefully. But look at it. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely fish. Lovely fish. We want your granddad, though. We want your granddad. Let's pop him back. There we go, he's back. Now, maggot, they're not really taking. I'm getting little silvers on the maggots, real tiny silvers. Sweet corn, get a few knocks, but they're not going near it, and that's what I thought I'd probably try and catch tench on, but nothing. It's just sitting there. Pellet seems to be the one, and then I am using this Complex T tough paste. I'm putting a bit of paste around the tiny little robin red. Just used with a push stop on the hair, and then a bit of this around the hook, just to round the pellet, just to give it a bit of extra oomph. And it proper smell. It does smell good, to be fair. It's strong. It is strong stuff. And I bought that from just a tackle shop that was, and it was like £2.50. They were getting rid of them, so I was like, I'll give it a go. And yeah, really strong smelling stuff, and it seems to be working, so I do recommend that, and I think I will buy another one once that pot's done. You know what it's like. We all buy baits, and we buy hundreds of different baits over the course of fishing, our fishing life, and we're like, you know, that one, and you you can get too many. I mean, I know I've got boilies or wafters coming out my ears, and it's like you usually go to just a handful, and you keep going back to them because you know that they work. Which and us fishermen do have a little bit of superstition about oh, that one worked for me, so that one's the one, got to keep on that one. But yeah, so that's working, so I thought I'd give it a go, and it seems to be working pretty well. There's nothing special to the way I'm doing it. It's just literally wrap around the pellet, it will slowly dissolve and start stinking up the water right around the hook bait, and hopefully they take that. So these are just my scretting pellets. I should be using the smaller one with these, to be fair, but it is what it is. And that is basically the rig. So there's scretting pellets that have been soaked in some water for a couple of minutes with some of the lava rocks. It's a free running rig. This is a Preston feeder, so I can change it to a bomb or a maggot feeder, down to a little quick change clip there. It's got a little bead on it just to stop it with a little line stop. Down to a 4-inch hook link. This is £10 main line, and this is £8 hook link. A 4-inch £8 hook link with a size 14 hook barber's hook. I've knocked up some ground bait, which I'm just chucking a ball of it out here and there. If the pellet wasn't working, I could switch it between ground bait on the feeder or pellet on the feeder. Now my ground bait is, as you know, if any of you watch the channel for any time now, you know I pretty much make a hodgepodge of everything. So I usually buy a couple of different bags of ground bait. I think I've got at the moment one from Go Outdoors. It's like an explosion one, it's called, something like that. And then I think I've got another one which is casters, like ground bait casters. I kind of mix them together. I put a few bits of little pellet in there, and then I've got a little bucket of blitzed up boilies and old pop-ups and things, like only a couple, but mainly just boilie chop. Yeah, so I've got a bucket of chopped up boilies, which at the end of the season I usually just get all my old boilies that I don't want or they're looking a bit knackered, and I put them through the blender, then keep them, and then chuck a couple of handfuls in with a ground bait mix when I'm making it up, because then it's just completely different from anyone else on the lake. Now there's about 4 or 5 fishermen on this lake at the moment, and I can guarantee that none of them have got what I've got there. Whether it makes the edge or not, I don't know, but it just gives me a bit of a difference to, if the fish are swimming around and they're smelling stuff, mine's definitely going to smell different than theirs. I mean, they could all have pretty similar ground baits if they've all gone to the shops local, which you just got to try different things, haven't you? And it just gives me a bit of confidence that this has got particles in it. There's little hemp seeds in there. There's bits of chopped up there's just everything in there basically. And yeah, so I'm chucking a few of them out every now and again, as well as a few pellets and a few maggots. And yeah, just trying to get a good swim built up, because I can see they are there and they are moving, and they are feeding, but I want to get some of the bigger boys in. We want to get some of the bigger carp. At the moment we're just playing around with the old F1s, to pound, 2 pound. Yeah, we want to get a couple of the bigger ones in. This is really quite a nice park lake. Now, like I said, there's really nice platforms. I think there's about 10 in total. There is a double just down the end this way, but then they're single platforms. Yeah, they're really well put together, to be fair. You've got a nice long walkway behind me and continuing down, and then there's plenty of benches around. Like you can see one here, there's one further back there, there's one up here, then there's one further around here. They're everywhere. It is a really popular park lake. So if you know, people and dogs and things are not your thing, then this probably isn't the place for you, because it is quite busy with people bringing their dogs around. Over here, I don't know if you can see, where are we? There's a couple over there at the moment, and they've got a dog, and the dog's in the water, so they haven't come in the water over around here, but they are over there. So there is some noise, there is some, you know, commotion, people out with their kids, taking them around. But like I say, I've had no issues today with any people, no interference, no one, you know, nothing but friendly people really. I'm led to believe it is £6 for a day ticket. You've got to have a normal rod license, normal rules apply, landing net, you need a mat, barbless hooks, don't put excessive amounts of baits in, and all fish must be returned. Now, I've been speaking to a few fishermen around here, and they're saying that there is a problem with people coming and stealing fish, which is a really bugbear of mine. It really does wind me up. You know, I don't, whoever does it, you know, you're wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. It's against the rules. It's against the way we do fishing here. Whether you eat them kind of fish or not, I don't care. You know, I've been traveling all over the world. I travel all over Asia, all over Europe, and I'm a meat eater. But I don't walk into France and then go whack a sheep on the head just because I eat sheep. You know. I don't do that. I'll go to the local shop and buy a lamb chop, yeah? I'm not just going to go and steal one, because one, that's just wrong, against the law, and two, it's just not the done thing. You're taking fish out of these lakes really pisses me off, because it's just, you know, the stock then just drops, they get decimated, and then they're just left, and then there's no, you know, people come here to fish. You know, I'm going to bring my nephew here because it's not too far from Harlow, where my nephew is, and I want to bring him here and, you know, teach him to fish. It's a nice place to fish, it's good, it's easy, and there's a nice little fish in here. But if they keep getting taken and pinched and eaten, then there's going to be none left. So I'm on a little soapbox there. Just leave the bloody fish in the lake, people. I don't really know what's happened, to be fair. I mean, it just seems to have gone dead. No real bites. There's the odd knock. But yeah, I've had a few of the small little carp, but now it just seems to have just all dropped off, like they've all gone, right, let's have a siesta, and yeah, disappeared. They've all just gone. I don't know where they've gone. So I'm going through a different selection of baits at the moment, just running through a few others. I've put sweet corn on. I've currently got like an 8 or 10 mil boilie on. Tried a worm, I've tried maggots. I'm just running through a few other bits and bobs, just to see if we can, you know, spark them again. But at the moment, it seems to have gone very, very quiet. Finally, a fish in the first fish actually landed in probably the last hour and a half. Alright, let's have a look at you. There we go, look at that. Lovely little fish. Wish he was about 15 pound bigger, but still a lovely little fish. I think that'll be the last one of the day. I mean, that's the first one I've had in about an hour and a half, so it has gone quiet. But yeah, all caught on pellet, on Robin Reds, on the feeder, on the bottom. That's slipping back. Now, at the beginning of the video, I did tell you you'd be able to win a £50 Angling Direct gift voucher in this video. Now, let's see who has been paying attention. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I need your answer below in the comment section below. What flavour were the lava rocks I used on my pellets in this session? What flavour were the lava rocks that I used in this session? drop them in the comments below, and then in the next video on the channel I'll announce the winner, and then I'll contact you in the comments, and yeah, we'll sort it out that way. I started this session wanting to catch some tench, and I still do want to catch some tench. Now I'm led to believe that there are tench in here, so that is one of the things that you need. You need tench in the place you want to catch tench. But yeah, I'm not caught any. I'm catching the carp. Now, any of you guys that are proper tench anglers, or you've target them and you're pretty successful, please drop them in the comments below. What are your tips for catching some tench? Because I love carp, I love silvers, but I really want to catch some nice big tench. If you've got any places, any lakes that are like proper dedicated tench lakes, please drop them in the comments below, because I will be there. I will visit that place because I want to catch some tench. And any hints, tips or tricks you've got, because like the other lads have said, Shane and Luke, we're not professionals at this. We're just really passionate about fishing, and we want to take you along on a journey, show you bits and bobs, and improve our skills along the way, and help you guys as well. Yeah, and I need your help with tench. I want to catch some big tench, so please drop in the comments below any of your hints, tips or tricks on how to catch tench and where. Any rivers, canals, lakes, ponds, you name it, you drop it in the comments, I'll be there. I think I'm going to call it a day. I've not had any fish since, well, I've had that lot one in the last hour and a half. I've lost a couple of others, but it's gone really pretty quiet, to be fair. So yeah, I'm gonna slowly pack up, but not a bad little session at a park lake. Could have done with some bigger fish, could have done with some tench. As I've asked it already in this video, please do, if you've got any hints, tips or tricks, drop them in the comment section below. Make sure you enter the competition where you can win 50 quid voucher for angling direct. You've got to, I'm not going to say the question or the especially not the answer. I'm not going to say that again. You've got to hunt through the video. Make sure you like the video and you subscribe to the channel to enter, and then drop your answer in the section below, and then I'll pick a winner at random in the next couple of videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.